Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. This is a video that I'm very excited to make. This video I will be sharing all the Hajj tips, all my Hajj advice, what to look out for, what to expect, you know, everything in this video for you guys. So you guys who are watching right now, if you're going to be going on Hajj in the next couple of days, couple of weeks, or even the next month, this video hopefully, Inshaa Allah, will be of benefit to you. So stay tuned for my Hajj tips and advice. Right, so brothers and sisters, welcome to the Hajj tips and advice video. It's it's mixed emotions right now. Subhanallah. You know, it's about a month left, but just a little bit over a month left for Hajj. If you're watching this for the first time, if you're going to Hajj for the first time, you are very blessed. Subhanallah, absolutely amazing. As you guys know, I went to Hajj last year, 2013, for the first time. I went with Brother Rizwan. You have seen in the vlogs. And subhanallah, the feelings, I don't know what it is. It's just, all I can say, it was the best journey of my life, and I still to this day say it's the best journey of my life. I can't stop thinking about Hajj. It's a journey that will change your life, Inshaa Allah. It will definitely change your life. If you do it for the right reasons, do it with the right intentions, you will, oh man, you will miss it so much. It's going to be, this trip is going to be unbelievable for you, Inshaa Allah. So what I'm going to do is, I've got my whole list of Hajj tips. I'm going to run through it from start to finish. So if you see me looking down at this piece of paper, don't worry, I'm not professional, so I'm just kind of reading from the sheet that I've made up. So first of all, Bismillah. So before I start, I just want to say that all of this, you know, these tips and advice are from personal experience from my journey last year. None of this, you know, is from, you know, a specific school of thought. None of this is from a different scholar or anything like that. It's just from me. It's from my own personal experience, my own tips, my own advice. If there's anything that good that I say, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Any mistakes that I make, anything I say wrong, may Allah forgive me, it's from my own self, Inshaa Allah. The chances are, Allah knows best, that you're probably watching this after you've booked your package, you've sorted all that out, and you're ready to basically go in about a few weeks time, 3 weeks time, and you just kind of getting things ready. So I'll be making a separate video on what to look out for in different packages, different companies, what questions to ask, what to look out for, you know, in terms of are they registered with Hajj Ministry, are they ATOL registered, things like that. So I'll be doing a separate video for the Hajis who are looking to shop around for their packages next year, Inshaa Allah. I think I've left it a bit too late, and I apologise for that. But if you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up on Facebook, private message me, and I'll try to, Inshaa Allah, answer as many questions as possible. After this video, I'll have a list of questions, different questions, and I'll Inshaa Allah be answering them for you as well. As you guys know, obviously, when you leave the UK, you'll go straight to Makkah. Some of you might be going to Medina. The point of view that I'm explaining from is somebody who's leaving the UK and going to Makkah first, and then do Umrah, and then get ready for Hajj, and then do Hajj, come back to Makkah, and then go to Medina, just the way I did in the vlogs, as you guys seen. So before you leave, you should always, throughout the journey, but from the start of the journey to the end of the journey, and even after, should always renew your intention. One dear brother mentioned that to Haji Rizwan, and throughout the trip he was, you know, renewing his intention, told me to keep renewing my intention. So may Allah bless that brother, Inshaa Allah. Okay, so before you leave for Hajj, always, you know, renew your intention and think, why am I actually going for Hajj? You know, what is my purpose of going for Hajj? You know, is it so people can call me Haji, which is obviously the wrong intention? Is it going because my wife is dragging me, or my husband's dragging me, or my parents, you know, I can't go out, my mum can't go with anybody else, so I'm forced to go. So the intention should, you know, be, you should take some time and, you know, think about why you're going to Hajj. You know, what is the intention that you're going to Hajj with? Intention should be around, but again, every individual is for themselves. Intention should be around, pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you have the means, if you have the time to go to Hajj for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because we owe this to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we owe this to the Almighty, and intention should be going there to follow the Sunnah of RasoolAllah, to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to complete one pillar of Islam. So that's just a broad intention, but it should be obviously from the heart. So before you go, have a one-to-one with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, take 2 minutes out, read namaz, read 2 nafil, and just think and have that chat with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just ask for His forgiveness. Say, Ya Allah, I'm sorry for everything that I've done. I'm sorry for every single mistake that I've made in my life. Ya Allah, I'm leaving for Hajj soon. I'm leaving to visit your blessed lands. I'm leaving to visit your beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ya Allah, forgive me. So just have a one-to-one with Allah, renew your intention, speak to Him, talk to Him, cry if you can, read the 2 nafil, just connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before you go. So before Hajj, before you leave, you need to be mentally and physically prepared. So if you've got a couple of weeks left before you depart to Makkah, I would recommend you start to walk, because Hajj, you will do a lot of walking. So I would say get out there, maybe start off with half a mile, build up to a mile, maybe a mile and a half or 2 miles, go down to the local supermarket, buy a couple of things, walk back to the house. I would say get a little bit more active, because Hajj is physically demanding as well as mentally demanding. So in terms of the physical aspect, try to eat okay. I may not have started eating okay before the Hajj season, but I would probably say start to eat a little bit healthier. Try to get out there, try to walk, just get a little bit more fit. You will need to be physically fit in order to do Hajj, because you will be walking, because if there's no transport available, you have to walk. So I would say get out there, do a little bit of physical activity, just build it up before you go to Hajj. In terms of mental preparation, you need to realise now that you're going to be going to Hajj for the first time, and you're going to be amongst millions of people. So the number one, the golden rule, the golden rule, if I had to give you one golden rule for Hajj, like brothers gave me, was have patience, have sabr. Make sure that is your number one priority, that whatever happens on Hajj, I will try to not lose my cool. I will have patience. So have patience at the top of your list, Inshaa Allah, because you will need it, and I guarantee you will need it, because Hajj is a test from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You will need to be patient. So my number one tip before I go into more detail is have sabr. Write that down, memorize it, or just have it in your head that you need to have sabr regardless. Okay, so sabr is number one. Before going to Hajj, and again, it's advised to meet family. Go and meet family, especially those who you don't get on with, or those who you've had a fight with, or those who you don't speak. Go out, make an effort. I know it's very hard, especially if you've not spoke to your family members in a long time, if you're fighting with them, but just try to be the bigger man or woman, and just think, what, I'm going to Hajj for the first time, I'm going for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So in regards to that, I would say forget all the fights, forget everything, and just try and go out and say, what, just forget all the fights, forget all the arguments. If you don't get on with your family, make an effort. If you've wronged somebody, go out and apologise to them. Say, brother, I'm going to Hajj in the next couple of weeks. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if I've ever hurt you, if I've ever done anything wrong. Please forgive me. So just go out there, ask for forgiveness from your friends, your colleagues, or your workmates, or anybody who you've done wrong. It doesn't need to be friends or family, even somebody who you have known for a long time, or even though you've met and you've done them wrong, or they've done you wrong, or there's some kind of animosity, or there's some kind of ill feelings between you. So I would say just go out and just make peace with as many people as you can, because you're leaving for Hajj. I would say let all your family members know, because inshallah they will come visit you, and then you start to feel like you're going somewhere special. Because usually it didn't hit me until my family, may Allah bless them, everybody who came to see me, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're going to Hajj, that you're going to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not just for Umrah, but for the Hajj journey of a lifetime. Also, before going, I would say if you guys have any debts, clear the debts as much as you can before you leave Hajj. So if you owe somebody, a certain amount of money, if you can clear it before you go, definitely clear it. If you've already booked and there's a big massive debt and you can't clear it, then it's between you and that person or the company or whatever and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So try to clear as much debt as possible before going. So before you leave, what to pack for Umrah, I've made a separate video on what to take for Umrah, which you can definitely take for Hajj, but I'll probably say a couple of things out there, like in terms of a sleeping bag. Should I take or should not take a sleeping bag? My wife, may Allah bless her, may Allah grant her Jannah for us without any account, she told me to take a sleeping bag with me, and I did not take a sleeping bag with me because I didn't want the extra hassle of carrying a sleeping bag. And when I was in Mina, I was actually thinking about her, and I was thinking that she was right, I should have took a sleeping bag. So my personal advice would be, again, this is different advice from different people, my personal advice would be get a very, very, very light sleeping bag and take it with you. You might have to drag it around Mina, Arafat, these kind of places, but it's worth it, because when it comes to Mina and you don't have anything, then that will inshallah come in use. So I would say take a sleeping bag with you, but take a small one, take a light small one, don't need to take the bulky ones. But bear in mind, every single thing that I have in my video you can buy in Makkah. Before you go, take a good pair of walking shoes. You will definitely need that. You'll be walking everywhere and your feet are going to hurt. Just take them, inshallah. A lot of brothers ask this question saying, where shall I put my ihram on? If this is your first time going to Makkah, Medina, you've never been to Umrah before, this is your first time going and you're going to be doing Hajj, you're very blessed. You might think, okay, oh my God, what I'm going to do, where I'm going to put my ihram on, so I'll tell you exactly what to do. When you leave the UK, you check in your luggage, you have your hand luggage. I would probably say put a charger, your toilet essentials, one set of clothes, underwear, socks, these kind of things, Vaseline. Brothers, you'll definitely need your Vaseline. Once you check in your main luggage, if that was to get lost, then what would happen would be at least you've got some kind of clothes, some kind of toiletries in your main luggage. So have an ihram, have a light set of clothes, don't overpack. A lot of things are available in Saudi. When you get to the airport, check in your luggage, go through security, and I would say head straight to the toilets. If you can get a disabled toilet, bear in mind it's a disabled toilet, disabled brothers and sisters need to use it, they've got number one priority. If there's nobody about, the toilets are available, I would say use the disabled toilet and change any ihram at the airport. I would not recommend, for my own experience, I would not recommend changing in the aeroplane, because you may not be told where the miqat is, you may not have a lot of space. Everybody who's travelled, who's flown on the aeroplanes, how small and tight the toilets are. So I would definitely recommend this, and inshallah this will be easy for you. After security, go to the disabled toilets or even normal toilets and change into your ihram. You've got the ihram in your hand luggage, so just change out your clothes, put the bottom part on, put the top part on. Just check my video how to put ihram on, put attar on according to the sunnah and things like that. In regards to Hajj itself, the thing that got me confused was I was listening to too many lectures, I was reading too many books, I was just going too much on how to do Hajj from different scholars, and that got me confused, because one scholar would say, this is permissible, other one would say that's permissible, that's not permissible. A lot of things got me confused. So I would say, whatever school of thought you are, if you're not at any school of thought, doesn't matter, just try to get a book of how to perform Hajj. Get recommendations from your brothers, your local mosque or your local imam. Sit down, have a one-to-one with your local imam and say, okay, Imam Saab, tell me how to do Hajj. If you have any questions, doesn't matter how stupid they are, ask the imam the questions, how to do Hajj. So I would say, before you go, be clued up on how to do Hajj, be clued up on the exact procedure, the exact days, from Makkah to Mina, from Mina to Arafat, from Arafat to Muzdalifah back to Mina and Jamarat, etc. Be clued up on it, inshallah. Read up on Hajj. Any questions, any queries you have, again, message me on Facebook. Link is in the description below. Have that mindset that I know exactly what to do. So alhamdulillah, I got a chance to study Hajj. When I was just too involved in too many lectures, I just thought, this is too much. So I actually got it down to how to do Hajj. to do on Hajj, what's the sunnahs of Hajj, what's the farz of Hajj, where we need to be at what time, the whole lot. So I kind of, alhamdulillah, after a wee bit of, just calming down on the lectures, calming down on the books, I kind of got a chance to actually read through everything. And I kind of got used to it. So me, Brother Kashif and Brother Rizwan and a couple of other brothers from the same city, we got together with a local imam, had a question answer session. Try to attend Hajj seminars if you can, and in regards to that, ask as many questions as you want. There's no such thing as a silly question, so ask as many questions as you can. Be prepared in terms of Hajj knowledge, because if you go and you have an imam for the group and there's 50 or 100 people for the group, Imam Sahib's going to be busy. So I would probably say just be clued up on the Hajj itself, know what to do, what not to do in Ihram, what's permissible, what's non-permissible, and just these kind of things. So just stay, inshallah, clued up on that, and be confident before you go. Definitely be confident that, I know how to do Hajj, I know what to do, when to do it, where to do it. Don't make intention at the airport. What I did was I put my Ihram on, me and Brother Rizwan go on the flight, and then about half an hour into the journey I had like a one-to-one with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's very important to always stay connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's very, very important, because it's because you're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a journey of a lifetime for him, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'd probably say half an hour into the journey, think about why you're going, who you're going for, to please Allah. So you're going there to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're going to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You're going to be doing Hajj. Subhanallah, the accepted Hajj is a clean slate. The reward for Hajj is it's a clean slate, and you get Jannat as well, Inshaa Allah. So definitely, I would definitely say that take time out, once half an hour into the journey, make your intention. Always remember, when you're physically in Ihram, before you leave, the conditions are not on you until you make the intention. So when you make the intention, remember, it's between you and Allah. Have a one-to-one with Allah, do dua, cry if you can. If you can't, don't worry, make dua. Just, be sincere and say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm coming to your house for you, and bless me. Make it easy for me. May Allah make it easy for you guys, inshallah. In the plane, don't be wasting your time watching movies, listen to music, forget all that stuff. All that stuff, leave at home. You know what? This is your chance to change your life, yeah? Forget all that. So take a book with you about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about the Sahabas, about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's hundreds and thousands of books out there you can take with you. I'd probably say take your Umrah, if you're going for the first time, take your Umrah and Hajj book, revise that, keep reading that. Also, things to watch out in the aeroplane is sometimes they will give you hot towels, which are fragrance hot towels. So I'd probably say stay away from that, because once you're in Ihram, physically, once you make an intention, the conditions that are upon you, then you can't put any scent on. So they're scented hot towels. So I would say watch out for that and just stay away from that, inshallah. When you get to Jeddah, this is when the test starts. So when you get to Jeddah, this is when the test starts. Jeddah, you can be waiting for, I'm not saying you will, I'm saying you can be waiting for 13, 14 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, couldn't even be 2 hours. But Jeddah, before we went, we got told, don't expect, to be in and out from the airport. This is the busiest season for the Saudis. So I'd probably say, in regards to the airport, have sabr. This is when your test starts. When we went, we got taken from one side of the airport to the Hajj terminal, and our luggage got onto a lorry, and then, we had to go collect our luggage, and there were so many things. So I'd probably say, stick with your group, have sabr. We were just sitting around waiting for a long time, but it wasn't in the control of the tour operator of the company we went with. It wasn't in their control. But the thing is that this is a time for zikr, and this is a time for Darood salam. This is a time to connect with Allah, to get to know your fellow Hajjis. People you're going with, speak to them, say, how you doing, brother, how you doing, sister, where you're from, just to get to know them. Have sabr at Jeddah airport. You'll be taken from the airport to the Hajj terminal. Wherever your passport is, if you give your passport to the group leader, then just keep an eye on the group leader and see where he is, so you can be with him, because the last thing you want to do is give your passport and then you don't know what's happening with it. So try to keep yourself informed. If there's elders in the group, explain to them, I'll go and find out what the situation is, and I'll go look into this. Allahu, Allahu, Allahu.